Almost, like 1 minute. I gotta get this thing up and running. Oh, I could just go to our YouTube here. I don't even need to.
This might be a little small.
I will lead you, and you will be here with me. Go ahead.
So we're
are
going.
we streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming right
Where's
now.
my music?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're bringing in my scenario.
It's Friday, and you're here with Rhino and Joe
Is this
on the
really
After
going?
Show.
Here we go, yo. Here we go.
Wow, you just hit a post, too.
So what's the scenario?
I'm online, and I'm looking at YouTube. All right, I don't know if anybody's even on yet, but you might be on. It's me, Rhino. And I kind of warned you about this on the morning show, and I'm not paying attention to the screen right now because I'm trying to find if we're on. We're winging it today.
We're winging it
We are live. Okay, good.
to the Extra 106.3
I'm
YouTube
keeping it
channel.
up because I want to see if anybody actually comments to us and talks. We're going to have some people watching. All right, now I'm going to make it more official because next week this is going to be the most professional show on the YouTube.
Extremely.
And you're going to have a lot of fun with me today and Joe. And I got to introduce Andrew because we've talked about Andrew a little bit on the morning show. And nobody's ever seen you.
Yeah.
So say hello, Andrew.
Hello, I'm an intern.
This is part of the interning process, by the way. This counts as hours, right?
I'm counting it, so yeah.
Okay, and
You
then
have to track hours?
I do it's for a class, so yeah.
you need to switch to the 3-person cam because I want them to be able to see our next guest. And I'm excited because you've heard from who I call the social media executive director of social media, president and CEO Amanda Schwartz here at Dickey Broadcasting. And she was so overwhelmed with work. They brought in the next, and I remember because they're like, hey, we're going to bring in someone else. And I was like, oh,
better be
God,
good.
she better be cool. She better be good. Like, talk to me about who it is because I sit next to Amanda, and this was my girls' row. Well, this is Bella.
Hello.
Hi, Bella.
How are you?
So Bella's brand new, and she is going to be the second best at social media because that's the way it works, right? But now she was being set up next to me. And this is why I'm explaining this because
You're in the middle.
I'm in the middle.
He's got a double sandwich.
Yeah,
Right
and
in
I'm
the
like,
middle.
so I was like, I have to have input into who's going to be working here. So we went through the resumes, and she didn't let me see any of them. But I said,
had
well,
to
go
have
with that
input?
one.
Who
'cause-
hired?
Well, they walked in and they did their little interviews, and I go with that one. I don't know her name, and I didn't know anything about her. It was just the only one I saw because there
And
was
they
no.
went with her?
Well, yeah, because if I,
I
would
didn't
have,
see you.
I know. Well, I just sit there. You were walking around doing your interview thing. I saw another girl that came in as well, but that was after I already said because you were the first one I saw. And then I was like, yeah, go with her. And she's like, you haven't seen any of the other ones yet. And I'm like, oh. So I feel really
How does
responsible
it feel
for
that
bringing you here.
that's how you got hired?
Yeah.
Just on a whim?
I don't know. Like, I
there's-
did not even see him at all. When I tell you,
Of
like,
course not. I'm like, look, I'm a spy. Like, I'm small. I
He's so
hide.
tiny.
But when I'm
He hides
ready
in the walls.
when I'm ready to get out there and then bring in people into our establishment, because this is family more than anything else, then I get out there and I
was
drive
here
you
twice,
insane.
Though, so it's like,
Yeah, but
which
I don't
time
go
did you
introduce
see me?
myself. I am
sneaky.
I'm
I was,
sneaky.
yeah, but I was there twice.
Yeah.
So, you know, which time did you see me? 'Cause
Oh, I don't even remember. It was like
He doesn't
months and months ago. And then they're like, she's not starting until like June 1st. All right. Well, anyway. So we're online here, and that's Bella. Bella's brand new. So this is a show that I wanted to put together. It's called the After Show Show. You can see it up in the corner.
ASShow.
Yeah. And this is unlike anything else you'll probably see on Extra 106.3. And that's cool. And that's fine. Because we do take politics very serious. But we also have a lot of fun, Joe, right?
Oh, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. And I set up a Joe cam that you can see. And
They don't
that's
see me much.
they never get
Our
to
YouTube
see you.
viewers.
So he's in another room behind a glass, and that's kind of what I look at every single day. That's what we have to look at. There's Flounder in the background walking in. So this is a behind-the-scenes show. And the fun part is that
Can you see our mini hoop? No, you can't.
no, you can't see any of that. We'll work. Oh, we should move that down so you could just kind of throw that in there. That'd be cool. So this is almost like a Pat McAfee show of politics. That's what this is going to be, and we're gonna have some fun.
Oh, we're going to get Polly charged here?
Yeah. You guys are about to have some fun with me. Because
Okay.
this is going to be a lot of fun. This isn't like, were you worried when I said, hey, we want you to come in and do this show with us?
Not at first. Now you're making me worried.
Why am I
What you're
making
gonna
you worried?
ask.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna do.
Now I'm nervous.
Look, we're gonna do certain. Look, this isn't gonna get bad. This is.
I never talk politics.
We talked about vacation planning on the show this morning on the Morning Extra.
I love vacation planning.
Yeah, and we were talking about like the difference between girls and guys and overpacking. So that's that's something I'm
Okay,
going to talk to you about. You
I'm
cool with
feeling out
that?
the vibe now. I'm
You're feeling
feeling
out the
the
vibe, but we're going to start somewhere else because, oh my God, right now with
That was
Tug,
insane.
That was insane. So Dog the Bounty Hunter came in to record for one of the shows we do on the weekends, Back to Blue,
which is super cool. Huge
right?
celeb.
Super cool. And
It's moderately cool.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty cool.
I watched this show, and I'm going to tell. I watched this show when it was in Hawaii. Like, I was into it for a little bit. And then I kind of fell off where they started doing other things. So, like, that's Dog. And it was a cool show.
Icon.
Yeah, really. An icon. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows who Dog the Bounty Hunter is.
Except for one person.
Andrew.
I had no idea. I'm sorry.
No idea.
I really
me
didn't.
either. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
How
Hold
old
on.
are you, Bella?
I'm about to be 23.
Yeah.
23.
By the way, hi, Sophia. She's out there watching us on YouTube. 20. Wait, how old are you, Bella?
I'm 22, about to be 23.
22, 20,
21.
21, and 23.
I'm 24 and a half.
So how does? So how does? Yeah, big. Yeah.
Whoa,
No, thank
big
you,
boy
yeah.
back there.
He requests now that you call him Dad, Pop.
Hell no.
No,
Gramps.
Wait, does that mean something worse than like the young
Pappy.
kids' age?
I mean-
so this
I'm
is
not calling him dad. There's just no way.
I prefer Zaddy.
No. Even worse.
Okay, wait,
Like,
hold on. Time out. See, this is the age gap thing. This is why this show is going to be kind of fun for me because
It's the only reason you want to do it. You want to be hip.
Well, I want to learn. So what's zaddy mean? Like, why was that?
The way you just said that, zaddy,
Yeah.
it's like kind of like a sexual term, but people try to make it funny, so they'll be like zaddy.
I've only heard it from when Jack Harlow said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
On some
Yeah.
interview.
So, like, in New York, Puerto Rican girls, like, they always joke, like, ay, papi.
Hey, puppy.
And then so papi meaning daddy.
Wow.
And then,
I have
you know,
no
some
idea.
girls.
Okay, so like,
Hey, mommy.
Some girls have a daddy. Like, that's my daddy. Like, that's like
A sugar
So
daddy.
do you use that?
I don't tell my dad that he's daddy. Like,
No.
I call
No,
him
but like,
dad.
do you say that about a young boy? Like, that's where I'm confused.
Yeah, you can use it like in
Yeah.
a flirting term, or
Yeah.
you can use it in like a funny jokes.
It's kind of sick, though, right?
like zaddy or like.
So do you change it to be zaddy because you're creepy if you're like if you're like hitting up on Andrew here and you're like, hey daddy.
I
like,
think
that's
Zaddy
creepy.
Yeah.
is in
Little
place
creepy.
of DILF. I
Yes,
think they are one and the
yes.
same.
DILF is like when girls talk about like a dad that's like really attractive, they'll just say DILF.
Wow.
They won't
Yeah.
call him zaddy or daddy.
No.
But they call
Okay.
him like dad material. Like that's also another term.
Okay, that's
Like Austin Riley.
that's kind of disturbing.
For real dad
I'd
material.
rather you go with zaddy. It sounds good.
You can
All right.
call me Zaddy.
So you guys have never seen Dog the Bounty Hunter, and you have, and I wonder why only a 2-year difference. You guys have never heard of him, never seen him, have no idea who Dog the Bounty Hunter is.
Well, from what my understanding of talking in the office, it was like early 2000s, and I was 2001. So were you 1999?
1999.
Oh my God, you were
It's
born in
not
2001.
Yeah. So
I just realized how old I am. Wow. Okay.
So like I wasn't growing up on really MTV like those old like shows.
Gotcha.
He wasn't MTV.
No, he was like A&E,
He was
I
A&E.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
it
see,
was.
like I don't
'cause-
know what that is.
Well, he was
Okay.
in the same vein as shows like Pawn Stars.
See,
or
I watched
Yeah.
American Pickers, but that
Okay.
that was probably the only
American
thing.
Pickers
like,
was a bit more highbrow.
But this, I mean, Dog was like one of the original kind of shows like
yeah.
that. And it was huge. So Dog is a bounty hunter who they were in Hawaii and he just chased criminals down. So it was like kind
it
of
was a reality show.
Yeah.
But cops.
But it was like cops and about like he would like go
like
break
real
in their
people,
doors.
or was it
Oh,
like
yeah.
okay? It
Yeah.
wasn't
There's, like,
pulling
spin-offs.
guns, he gets
Staged or
shot
anything?
at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
crazy.
He has over 10,000.
He's a
Something-
badass.
Something crazy amount
He like
of people he's
rip people out of
brought in.
cars and like slam them into walls.
Yeah. And he's Rhino
I feel like
height,
we
which
should
makes
have
it even
known
better.
this celebrity
That's-
when he walked in
Okay.
the door.
First of all, let me tell you, that was the first thing I thought when I saw him.
Oh my
What?
God. They did not make
Okay,
him look
so
that
on
short
TV,
on the
he
show.
looks like 6'1".
Yeah.
And then he comes in and takes a picture with me, and I'm like eye to eye with him. I'm like, he's like 5'6", maybe, right? 5'6"?
See, like,
5'6", 5'7" with shoes on.
Bro, I was like, you're my height.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, you know what?
I could be bounty hunter.
I could be a bounty hunter. That's not what I was thinking.
No?
You know what I thought? This
he
is
loves
awful.
commentating back there.
Do you know what I thought? I think I could take him.
No, you didn't.
Rhino.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You could not
There's
take him.
no way.
I don't think
I would bet my money you would lose.
look.
He's 71.
Here,
Okay.
Okay, so I have the advantage there, right?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
younger.
Sure.
My muscle is still intact.
You don't know what he's doing on the side. He could be like hitting the gym all we know every day.
He definitely is.
He's ripped. He's ripped. He's like old
Old man
Kimmer.
ripped.
Yeah, he's like, you know how Kimmer is like just bones really now, but the skin hangs. So
Yeah.
he still has that skinny, like his skin's hanging.
Oh, poor Kimmer.
Sure. He's melting.
Doug is. I mean, a
Melting
dog.
is crazy.
They kept calling him. I think they kept calling him Doug by accident, or maybe Doug was the other guy, and it was getting me all confused. And I was like, wait,
Well, isn't his name Dwayne?
it's Dwayne Chapman.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
there
are
was a
they
lot
like
of
a
people.
duo or
They're a family.
wait, what?
Yeah, so they started out as family. His first wife, she died already. She just died a few years ago,
no,
2015.
he's on his third wife.
Oh, he's got seven.
Oh.
No,
He
he's
had
been
one
married
wife.
7 times.
Wait, what? Do you think he's had like big 7 weddings, or do we think it's been like an elope
Great
thing?
question.
Yeah, I think it's Vegas. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
do you think he like is a big wedding guy, or do you think it's like?
No.
that's an interesting question because
I bet he's had 2 or 3 big weddings.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because like someone who's been married that many times, you wonder if they spent the money to like make this big wedding, if they thought it was like the last one, or they just like eloped or went to
Well,
Vegas.
he got progressively more rich.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
he did.
saying.
That's what-
I'm saying. Like,
there's
maybe,
a weird
like, did he have like
If
big
he didn't get-
weddings,
right.
or did he like just elope or go to
This
Vegas?
is a good question because you would think like the way he grew up. I mean, he was a criminal. He was convicted of murder.
Nice.
He didn't do it. Like all this stuff,
Sick.
and then that's how he found Jesus. And then he went to
I feel
be a
like
bounty
that's how
hunter.
everyone
So
starts. It's like everyone went to jail and
Right.
they found Jesus.
But you
and
can
they're
imagine
like,
the first wedding was like out back of maybe a trailer or something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
like
saying?
Trailer Park Boys. let's
Second
say.
one was
Yeah.
probably a little
Or on the
upbeat.
river. They just did it on the river. You know, like, hey, well, let's get married by the river. Invite everybody over. Hey, BYOB, we're getting married.
Yeah.
Like,
That sounds fun. But
Yeah. We're going to have Jello Pong.
Jello shots.
like, do you think it was like?
Jello Pong. Is that? Oh, that'd be so fun. That would be such a cheating game.
I wonder
They
if
would
it was
bounce
like
out.
I know. That's why it'd be hard.
I wonder if it was like considered like a quote white trash wedding, because you know how like that's like been a thing now on social media that people are
Yeah.
having like these like white trash.
Wait, that's a
weddings.
thing?
Yeah,
What does a white trash wedding mean?
like trailer.
Boy, this is going off the rails everywhere, which
Yeah.
is what I love about this
Should
show
be like
right
it's
now.
like a trailer park. Like a lot of fraternities have that. Like it's like you just
So
like,
this is like a cool thing to do.
It's like
Yeah.
a theme,
Spur
a
of the
party
moment.
theme.
yeah,
type
like
of-
it's like a
yeah.
party
Yeah,
theme. So I
yeah.
wonder if like they had like a theme.
Heck yeah, they
Like
did.
a wedding like that. If he was like went to jail
I
and like
picture
A
it
Harley
like
Davidson themed
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah, like a
with like
mixed,
orange
like-
and black decorations.
Motorcycles in the background.
Yeah.
so like.
He was in a biker gang too.
that's what I'm
okay,
thinking.
there we go.
Definitely,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So for sure.
Do you know Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
I mean,
The
I've
TV
heard
show.
of that. Yeah.
No.
Oh my God, go watch it.
I don't like never
Ron
seen
Perlman.
it, but I've
Bad
Go watch
ass.
it. It's a badass. It's about a biker gang.
I was just gonna ask, is it like Lord of the
They
Rings?
party.
Charlie Hunnam.
That's how I picture the wedding happened in a bar, pool hall, like badasses. Someone like broke a pool cue over another guy's head. Somebody
for
broke
sure.
a bottle and tried to
That
kill
would give me so
someone.
much anxiety.
And they were like, yeah, now let's all celebrate dog.
So knowing that,
Roar.
knowing how that is how his wedding went, you still think you can beat him up?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Now, this is why I'm trying to figure. Yeah, I think I could though.
No, you can't. Like
He's old. I can't beat up that one. He ain't doing that anymore. Oh, but he's been through this.
How many fights do you think he's been
okay,
in?
how many
in his life?
Wait, let's start with how many
Thousands.
fights have you been in your
Great.
life?
Oh, I didn't want to
10.
attack. 10?
How many
okay.
have you won?
All 10.
Okay.
You're definitely lying.
Okay, there was one
Yeah,
that's
see, I
really
told you.
questionable. There's one that's questionable. But I won at the end.
Were
That
these
was the
like high
important
school fights you're
part.
counting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you never fought
one
like
adult.
a grown man.
One adult
One adult.
fight that at a bar where this
always
guy
goes
hit
to
a
the bar.
girl
Oh,
and then I hit him with a pool stick.
super hero
Okay.
coming in.
Okay, so now, yeah, you might be right. I might not be. He's got training. But what about a Marine?
Just any Marine.
No, the Marine.
Oh, the Kimmer?
The Kimmer.
You could beat up Kimmer.
No, I don't want to beat up Kimmer. I'm saying Kimmer versus Dog.
Oh my God,
Same
Kimmer,
age.
Kimmer would get wrecked.
Kimmer would fall apart.
Oh my God!
I
No,
feel
hold
like
on.
I'm against-
Kimmer is a Marine. Dog the Bounty Hunter is a motorcycle.
I just feel like he's a
gang
little
guy.
more thicker, Dog the Bounty Hunter compared to Kimmer.
Oh, I think
And he was in prison.
He's got more meat.
Yeah, he's got like
prison.
I just feel like
Prison
I'm the
vibes.
only one,
I
which
lo-
is
I think
so
Kimmer's
weird.
got a big bark.
Wow.
wow, he's talking a lot of commentary in the back room over there.
This is so crazy. I am the only because how often do I pick on Kimmer? I feel bad
You pick on Kimmer?
all the time.
Every
Why?
other
Every
day.
Every other day.
Okay, but like
Okay, so like today, I picked on Kimmer, okay, on the show because
I was gonna say
I was
didn't hear
listening
yet.
the night before. Flounder needs to get in on this conversation.
He's being
too.
all
I want-
horny.
He's being horny, and every time he
Horny?
hangs up with
Yeah.
a girl,
He's all
horny.
horned up.
Every time he hangs up with the girl, he goes, "Now let's get that top off."
That's crazy.
Insane.
Crazy or creepy?
both?
Wait, like how do you know this?
Because I listen
was
to the
listening to it
show.
yesterday.
He does it on his show.
See, I'm so in the zone with social media that I sometimes will stream it and then it just goes. But wait, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of creepy, low key.
And it's over the
Really?
like the phone.
Yeah,
so.
like I feel like if it
We
was like
started the show with that topic.
I feel like okay, but I feel like it would be totally different if he was in person with someone. Like obviously you could read the room like that way, but like I feel like over the computer is a little questionable.
It is. It is. It's weird.
I think it's weird.
But he's
both ways.
doing it over the phone. They're not calling through the he's not telling them
That
on the
live
computer.
stream, right?
Oh, they do have live stream, but he can't see the live stream. He can't see them in their house.
No, I know. But the live stream comments.
Oh yeah, they
Oh.
have them. We have them. They
I
have
just
them.
took my top off. Type.
Yeah, and then they just do the
You're looking so
parentheses with
hot,
the.
Kimmer.
They do the parenthesis dot parenthesis dot parenthesis dot parenthesis.
Oh
Makes up
yeah,
the boobs.
spelling out boobs.
Yeah,
It's like
It doesn't spell them out, it makes them look like
80085.
them.
I think
They
it's-
just start sending those to Kimmer.
I just think it's so funny that when I first worked here and I heard about him taking his shirt off on air, so I had to see the video.
Yeah,
That was fun.
I haven't seen that. I need to see that.
It's funny.
yeah. They made a GIF out of it, so it's great.
And he
All
holds
right,
his
so
arms up.
Everybody,
like he's a strong man.
I'm the only one. Ask Flounder.
Hey, Flounder,
Who wins in a fight?
who wins in a fight?
Tell him to just turn us on.
Yeah. Who wins in a fight, Kimmer or Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Kimmer.
Thank you.
What?
Me and
What?
Brett.
He's
more
a-
crazy.
He's more crazy.
You think
and
he's
a
more
Marine.
crazy?
Oh,
Yes.
I have
Then
to
Dog the Bounty
so
Hunter.
disagree
Yes.
with this. Like,
Yeah.
I know I haven't been that long to completely have my opinions, but size-wise and history, I just have to say Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Wow. Okay. No, I'm going with Kimmer. Kimmer's
just-
a Marine.
Is he that feral in real life?
Kimmer?
Yeah.
Have you heard him talk?
Like that rabid of a person.
Rabbit?
Oh yeah.
Rabid, feral.
Yeah.
These are words I use to describe Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I wonder what he's like when he's drunk.
Probably the same.
Yeah.
I,
But-
I wouldn't
Amped up.
imagine much of change.
Listen, Kimmer.
Or
okay.
it's a complete 180 and he cries.
And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, let me say hey to
That'd be
Nick
a sad
Bell.
sight.
Go Hoosiers, he says.
Oh, that's my brother-in-law.
Oh, cool. And Brett Virgin.
Were you
he's
sending
your
your
dad.
family the live stream
What?
link? Are you
Says we're doing a
No.
great job, so that's good.
I didn't.
I'm going to take Kimmer, and I'm going to tell you why. So we had a moment where I was called anti-Semitic, and which is funny because I'm Jewish.
Oh, on Twitter?
Yeah, because I
yeah.
made fun of myself.
Well, MTG, right? That was the topic. I
No.
scroll through
It
Yo's
was
Twitter
that
fights
I would
sometimes.
take $1 million and 100% chance of getting $1 million, and I'd turn it into $10 million. So.
Oh, that was a
Yeah.
while ago, a couple
Yeah.
months ago. Yeah,
so
yeah.
this guy gets all upset, and he decides he's going to protest me, and he forgets to protest me, and goes to the Kimmer show, and interrupts the Kimmer show live on location.
At Nucky's Hoagies.
At
shout
Nucky's
out.
Hoagies, which is one of the most
Delicious.
amazing places with 2 women owners, small business owners. And he goes to defend them because he's like, this is their day. Get out of here. You want to yell at Rhino, go yell at Rhino. He got up, went across that room, grabbed that guy, and threw him by his underwear out the door, which I just made up and added. But he did push him out the door. He didn't grab him by the underwear and throw him. But he did push him out the door.
When was this?
This was like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, well, a
Wasn't
guy
here
that's
yet.
going to talk smack on the internet and then show up
He
and be
got up,
like,
threw his head-
Rhino's anti-Semitic. He sounds like a dork. He
Wait,
sounds
what
like
did
a
you
nerd.
say that made him say that?
Well, so there was a
There was a hypothetical we had.
there's a
about the
hypothetical
lottery.
we had. that if you had a 75% chance to win, what was it, like
$1 billion.
Or 100% chance of getting $10 million. That's what it was.
No, I think it was like 1 million or 100,000. It wasn't.
No, it was
that
$1 million.
Much. It was $1 million.
It was
$1 million.
It was some mil.
Okay.
So I said, yeah, I'm going to take the million, the 100% million. I said, I'm too Jewish to pass up free money, so I'm going to go ahead and take that money, and I'm going to turn it into $10 million within a week.
Okay, so I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's it's humor about myself and who I am. This is why I am the way I am. It doesn't matter.
You're
so
just
he got upset about
self-aware.
it. That's
You're
all.
just like a self-aware kid.
Yeah, but he understood that just like Seinfeld and anyone else that does a show that's part humor, I'm perpetuating the stereotype of myself and my family. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
And all the bosses agreed, so I can still talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You made a big stink.
Okay, so we got, look, I'm telling you, Kimmer's going to win that fight.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, what about Dog Jr.? You got no chance there.
I don't know who that
Versus
is.
me.
That was that big dude out there with the tattoos
That's
on.
Dog Jr.?
That's Junior.
Is that his son?
Yeah, dude, that guy's a badass.
He's huge.
Yeah.
So Rhino came up and he was like, Joe, go punch Dog Jr. in the face. And I was like, no. He was like, you won't.
I bet you won't.
Loser. And I was like, yeah, you're right. He would beat me into a bloody pulp.
How quick do you think he'd destroy Joe?
Like
under a minute and a half.
Wow, that long?
I mean, Joe can run
That's
a little
long.
bit.
A minute and a half
No,
long.
I can't.
What do you think? How quick?
I don't know.
I'll give you a minute.
Well, the thing is, though, his size, he could just, sit on him and it would crush him. So I feel like maybe, 45 seconds.
Well,
Y'all
I think she's got yours. She said size, like big. That's you, not him.
Yeah.
She got your side
Okay.
over Dog Jr.
You think Dog Jr.'s got 45 seconds?
Dog Jr. is also a bounty hunter. He'll
See? Reverse card. I'm going to go back.
You would mess me up.
reverse card.
I give myself 5 seconds. I think he's punching me once in the face and I'm out cold.
Yeah.
What if you his back's turned? Do you think you could last a little longer after that?
I think if his back's turned, I've got 15 seconds.
Okay. Do you think?
It's not a contest.
You think that he just hit you once and you go down and then he'd end? Like,
Oh, yeah,
he's not
I'd
UFC and
armadillo
just getting on
immediately.
you and keep going, is he?
I'd curl up into a ball. It would be like a little kid going and poking someone that come after. No, please don't hurt me.
So now you know why I asked him if he'd go hit him, because I wanted to see all that. I want to see him fall into a ball and cry and scream.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm sorry.
So
Who'd win in a fight, me or Rhino?
Oh, that's easy, me.
Me. I destroy you.
Oh, come on.
This
It wouldn't be a
conversation will
contest.
never be over between
Oh
you
my
two
God.
if you
I
ever
started
did
boxing
it.
when I was 4.
I started wrestling when I was 10.
Let's just film it and live stream it.
I mean, but yeah, I was already boxing
I'm
before
bigger and
wrestling.
stronger and faster and younger and quicker and handsomer.
Here we go.
And
Here we
better.
go.
We're gonna have-
This conversation will keep going
yeah.
for 2 hours.
It's really not a contest.
Well, it's going to be coming.
Oh, God.
Well,
Here
you're
we
just
go.
going to pull a gun and be like, sit, son.
This is going to be the next extra 106.3 event. We're going to,
here
you
we go.
understand that
We
now.
do rough and rowdy.
This is not.
I'm going to
It
knock
could be a
you out.
pay-per-view.
I'm going to knock
See,
you out.
that's crazy.
All right, I need to get to the important part about the show that was before us.
Okay.
The Back to Blue, which you guys all now need to listen to. I guess this is going to run this weekend with Dog the Bounty Hunter and Tug.
Flounder?
Back to Blue this weekend.
Back to Blue, is it running this weekend?
No, not yet.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
So when this episode is released, you have to watch it. You have to listen to it. I think they're going to put it on YouTube.
They are.
They're going to have it on, maybe not this Saturday. I think they recorded it for the following Saturday. Back to Blue with Tug Cower and the guys from Second Chance Bail Bonds.
A second chance.
A Second Chance. They're a good one, too.
Yeah.
I give them
It's very specific.
I'll give them my references.
Oh, you.
I've used them.
Oh.
Yeah, they're very good.
We won't get into that.
No.
Continue.
But anyway, so we're sitting there listening and we're all just kind of talking, and then you hear Tug and them, and you hear, well, even hoes get forgiveness. And I'm like,
Even Samson, he had 9 wives. He was a male hoe.
he was you're right. What was going on there?
They talked about religion the entire time, which is great, fantastic,
Well,
lovely.
Dog found God, and that's great.
What I was expecting from Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Well, I wasn't expecting the hose part. It's not the religion part. I wasn't expecting the Tug and Dog, who's very religious. Like, he came in, he had a beautiful neck, what do you call it? Bracelets. And, had God is...
He told us to stay blessed when he left.
Yeah.
He was very kind.
And then the next thing
Give
I
a
know...
sign of a cross. Maybe he's Catholic.
You start hearing them talking about hose.
I think they were about to move on from it, too. And then they're like, well, we just want to bring this back.
Did you see Tug's face?
Yes.
Hoes going to heaven.
Well, Mary Magdalene was a hoe.
Whoa, bro.
She, legitimately. She was a prostitute. That's what a hoe is.
I know, but don't say it like that. Because you're going to get called a Papa FB.
Oh, God.
So...
am I wrong?
Are you... What?
Dog the Bounty Hunter said Samson was a male hoe.
Well, that's true. We're talking about
Mary
their
Magdalene
show.
was a prostitute.
That's true. It was weird when they started getting into that, though, the hose part. When Tug goes down that path, are you surprised? Have you known him long enough? I mean, you've seen how kind of, like, he's the greatest dude. He's the nicest guy. And then he goes into, like, he gets embarrassed when we said horny.
Yeah,
he was so embarrassed.
We're going to say
trying
horny
to find
every
other
day now.
words that, like, made him clinch up a little bit.
Yeah, and the next thing I know, I'm like, well, he's talking about hose the entire time now with Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Was he just sitting there cringing? He came out once they were done.
He saw his face. He was like,
So
he was
bashful.
embarrassed. He started turning red. It's one of the things that Carlos and I love to do. And you know it. You
I
see
do
it now,
too.
right? Oh, yeah. You get in his ear and say stuff too, don't you?
All the time. It's great. I do that with all three of you. There's so much that the audience misses of my little quips.
Oh, man. It was just weird that he got really kind of crazy about it. So I want to talk about some of the stuff we talked about this week, too, and the vacation planning. And because should we even bring Amanda in? Leave her out. She's not even as cool as
She can
Bella
come on
and you
next
guys.
week.
All right, so we were talking about vacation planning. And one of the things that, I almost made a mistake when I went to Colorado because I packed everything I could. And I'm only going for 4 days, and it's the mountains, and
It's
I'm
like
like...
very interesting, you being a man and
Right.
doing that, because it's not like...
I do the same thing, too.
But see, like...
I overpack.
I pack like a duffel
See,
bag. and
like
then
I know
just-
so many people that just pack like when like me and my boyfriend go on vacation, like he always packs like 3 shirts, 2 shorts, maybe 2 pairs of underwear and 2 socks. I'm like, that's it.
So you bring a lot? Do you bring a lot as a girl? Because you expect
Yes.
women to pack and overpack.
Yes.
So if you're going to the beach...
I'm my mother's daughter is what everyone tells me, because I pack like everything under the sun, like curlers to straighteners to everything I need. It's like worst comes to worst, anything were to happen, I always have like backup.
Any scenario, you're ready.
I'm always ready.
So, like, if you go to the beach, do you come up with, like, okay, we're going out to the club this night. I have to have a clubbing outfit. I have to have this.
Yep.
Well, what about you?
I have to have a backup clubbing outfit in case I don't like the one that...
Yep. And then you stare at it too long. It's like girls like plan for the worst. So like, oh my God forbid I spill something on my outfit before I go out. I got to back up.
That's so dumb.
I'm the same way.
But it's not dumb, because
It's not dumb.
when you guys are in scenarios and you bring less clothes, and you're like, for example, I know my brothers, living with brothers, they'll like get their like stuff ruined, and my mom's like, you gotta back them. He's like, no, am I supposed to wash it? And then you gotta go through the whole...
That's how your brother talks?
Well, I mean, I guess.
So if
Why
you
do you
end
hate
up
your
going
brother?
to a
My
nice
brother?
dinner...
No.
And you may just have a T-shirt left that's
That's what I'm
clean and
saying.
shorts, and so
No,
you're the
you gotta
one that's
prepare before you
underdressed, and then
go.
it's like, what am I doing?
But like, you guys prepare the least, so it's interesting that you pack everything under the sun, because you don't give me that like energy that you do that.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. What about you?
So if I'm going for 4 days, I'll just take a shirt and shorts for each day.
So you lay out your
And
outfit.
then- No, not even. I'll just make sure I have 4 shirts and 4
I lay
shorts,
out my
and then
outfit.
I can't.
But I never wear the outfit I lay out. I'll take like my
funny.
Hawaiian shirt, and then I'll be like, these shorts go with the Hawaiian shirt.
But if we have like a dinner,
Oh, heck yeah. I was going to a music festival. You're dang right I wore a Hawaiian shirt and my overalls with nothing else
but
underneath.
you had everything planned, right? So you knew what you were going to do each day.
Yeah, so I said, I'm going to bring my overalls, and I always wear an undershirt, and I have my white undershirt, and then...
That's such a New York thing.
It is. And
What,
then
a
over
wife
that,
beater?
I never wore a wife beater in my life.
Really?
My brothers do.
No.
Where
What's
are you
the
from?
point? To
I'm
make you
from
look skinny?
New Jersey.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're the trashy side of the...
Oh, like, be
Whoa.
quiet. Like, what?
Forgot.
Like, you're on the trashy side of New York.
There's no trashy side in New York. You guys
It's all
want to be
trash.
New York.
Thank you. No, we don't
So is
wind up in New
Jersey.
York.
Shush.
But I lay that out, and then I lay out the socks I'm going to wear with it, and the underwear that matches the undershirt, just in case I lose my overalls. That happens at music festivals once in a while.
What, you're stripping at these
I'm a
things?
nudist. Yeah.
It's true. He talks about it
You're
all the
like,
time on the
you're
show.
definitely the guy that ends up on the internet that's like public intoxication, like
Naked as a jaybird.
nudity.
No, because I don't really leave the house or to the mountains. So, like, if I'm in the mountains, it's my property. I'm naked. I walk
But
around.
you were talking about this music festival with overalls.
Well, that happens by accident.
What do you mean it
He
happens
might
by
pop
accident?
the shirt off.
It's hot.
Yeah, I know it's
Oh,
hot.
I don't get, like, full naked unless it's nighttime.
Okay.
Then I don't care.
I could have went to bed not knowing that. I totally could have went
Yeah.
to bed not knowing
At
that.
the festivals, it's like when it gets dark and I'm like, oh, I'm in my tent. I got to go out and pee and I'm already naked. So be it.
Fair.
Wait, so you don't sleep with any clothes on?
No,
Like at all?
ever.
Nothing?
Wow.
No.
Okay.
Wait, you guys sleep with
Interesting.
clothes on?
Yes.
At night? Every night?
Yes.
Like at home?
Yes.
Okay, I do like half the time. And then the other half I'm
Oh,
naked.
wait.
What?
This
Is
is
this
so
like
weird.
normal not to
I
do this?
I wear undies or I'm
Please don't
naked.
say undies. Like,
Sorry, I wear my panties
No,
or
no, no,
I'm
like-
naked.
Okay, time out. Time out. Because we're going to go back to the way we're sleeping, but panties makes you, or undies made you feel uncomfortable.
no, it just sounds like a child talking.
My undies, my underwear.
What about panties?
Like, that sounds like something my grandmother wears. Like, why can't we just say underwear?
What about dungarees?
What the hell is that?
It's underwear.
Dungarees.
Well, what is that?
My
Dungarees?
Yeah.
That's not
No,
what. No,
that's not-
dungarees are jeans.
No,
Yes, that's what we call jeans. Dungarees.
those are jeans.
Is that like a southern
no.
thing? Am I like missing?
No, it's an older thing. I think they were originally called dungarees, and then
I've never heard that.
Those are
before.
Dungarees.
knickerbockers.
now underoos
Underoos. That's a
were
great one.
underwear. Underoos were cool. Okay, so you wear what? Just hold on. I gotta go around the room because I got lost in my thoughts here.
Just,
What do you wear?
Just undies.
Just undies, boxers,
Oh my god.
boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs.
You got to be careful. You want to have kids. That
Or
looks too
naked. I get ones that aren't like too
You
tight.
wear a
I just
nightgown.
don't like the.
I picture you in like an old
Why?
lady nightgown,
Like, no. Like, I wear,
like
like,
little flowers on them.
no, I wear, like, an oversized t-shirt and shorts. That's
Okay, so you do the under. Yeah, some people do the.
Or, like, if I get,
Just like
a
the pajama set.
Yeah, like, I'll only wear a pajama set if I, like, get it from, like, Marshalls or something and it's, like, comfortable. Then I'll wear it.
Okay, I do like every Christmas. My parents get me one, and I'm like, ah, great.
No,
And
but, like-
I never wear it.
Yeah.
My pajama set's not, like, has, like, stuff on it. It's just, like, gray and, like, white. Something fancy.
What about you?
Just underwear, or shorts, but never like full nude.
Really?
Yeah, because, like, what
It's
happens if something
comfortable, man.
happens?
Me and
If something
Like what?
happens,
Like,
Like-
a fire, maybe.
Yeah, like, you
you're
never...
prepping for a fire.
No. But, like, I don't know, like...
You need to get up and
like
go pee.
well, no, like, more sense, like, for me, like, my dog wakes up in the middle of the night, so it's like, I'll be, like, half awake, half asleep, and I have to take him out.
Well, and also if you trip, like, I mean, that'd be bad if you're just full nude and you fall going to the bathroom.
If you
yeah.
trip,
I don't get
what's
it.
the difference
I
between
sleep
that and
now.
in boxers?
Well, you're protected a little
I go to the
bit.
bathroom when you get old. You go to the bathroom like twice in the middle of the night, and I'm naked and I never trip or hurt or fall or what. I mean, I don't get it.
I just
I
don't
didn't know people
see the
did
whole...
this.
It's actually easier
Okay.
access when you go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It makes the trip
I
quicker.
just don't see the point of being, like, naked. Like, I just don't. I don't need to be. I like to be, like, cozy and, like, comfortable. And
I am.
There's
cozy.
a better answer.
Okay, time
No.
out.
I'm fine with that, answer.
That makes sense to me. I get that. Because, I mean, the sheets make me cozy and comfortable. I mean, I don't.
I have, like, a problem where I get too hot and too cold in the middle of the night. So I felt like if I just, like, was completely bare, I would just be, like, way too cold and then would take it off and it'd be way too hot. So, like, I'm, like, in the middle. But,
I
like,
wonder if that's a generation
in the
thing, too.
winter,
Valid.
but, like, in the winter, like, I will wear, like, a full sweat set to bed, like a sweatshirt, sweatpants, and be under the covers. But in the summer, I just, like having, like, a short sleeve shirt and shorts because you can always have the fan blasting and then have the covers and stuff.
Okay.
So you have no socks on, right? When
Nothing.
you're naked? Because that'd be kind of
Yeah,
weird.
that's weird.
Okay. Just making sure.
Well, okay.
Sometimes there's
hold
no
on.
way that you have like the Nike socks on when you go to bed.
No. Okay, well, okay, sometimes. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm one of those people who,
Oh my god.
if I read something, and like outside of the news, because I'll read all the news and everything, but if I read like one of those stupid studies that's like, hey, if you leave your socks on, it keeps you warmer and you'll get a better night's sleep. So I tried leaving the socks on for a few times, but it feels so weird to have socks and like nothing else on.
I felt like I only had socks on when I went to bed, was living in my college house because the floors were so dirty. So I would wear socks to bed and like take them off, but I would never like sleep with them on.
Oh, okay. This is the after show right here on Extra 106.3. I just want to remind people because they're watching and probably going, what the hell happened to Extra 106.3? Rhino hijacked
reset.
it. Yeah. Rhino hijacked it, and yes. So we got Joe back there, and he's behind the glass. That's why he's up in the corner. I think your camera froze. I don't know. It looks like it froze. Oh, no, it's moving. Okay. You just freeze. You're like Joe Biden. Sometimes you sit so still in that camera.
Oh, God.
I thought you were frozen. That was pretty cool. Of course, download the app. Make sure you like and subscribe and tell other people about our channel. We want to just keep having fun on this channel as well. This is Andrew over here, Andrew the intern now. And Andrew's been with us for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, so of course, Andrew. And then we brought in Bella, the new Assistant Executive Director of Social Media, President, CEO, Amanda Schwartz. She's cool, huh?
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I think I've been here longer than you have, actually.
Well,
Because I think I've been here.
Okay. Way to flex, Andrew.
Oh, my fault.
sorry, I'll flex on you back. I'm a full-time employee.
And you get paid.
Yeah, there you go. That is true. She's like a big boss. You're just like, you're going to be gone. We won't remember you next time.
Exactly.
I'll be honest. We'll be like, hey, what was that kid's name? Actually, we'll probably remember.
Intern.
Yeah. So we do a little bit behind the scenes show. Joshua Miller hanging out with us as well. Thank you.
Hey, Josh.
He said this is great. I wish one day I just started setting it up. So we came up with the after show. So you see on the screen how it kind of came out. We're just having fun with it. And that's just off the rails because this is what we do on our show in the morning. Because as we talked about, like sleeping naked, these are the kind of fun things I love to have.
It's like a long conversation of the first segment of the show.
But it's also getting to know a little bit of everybody else because you're more liberal. I don't know what your political affiliation is, but, just having conversations is always fun where politics doesn't come in.
Continue to bring in some more and different people. We'll bring in Amanda. We'll bring in Tug and Los and mess with them.
We're going to make Flounder jump in here.
Whoever we see around the office.
Yeah. We're going to chase people down.
Should we bring in, like, friends? Call them? That's way far ahead. No.
But you can also call into the show. So if you want to call in and get on the show, we can take your phone calls, 404-741-1230. We'll keep developing this. I got to build all the overlays. I literally just started building this one today and was just like, we'll just go put this together. It could be worse. But I got you your own camera.
Thanks.
I made that work.
I feel so special now.
Let's talk a little bit about the work environment here. Because this has got to be like mind-blowing to both of you. Because both of you are you came in June 1st. Mm-hmm. That was your first day. We had to wait for you to finish school or something.
Yeah.
So you come in June 1st. When did you come in? What? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
I think I've been here like a month and a half now.
A month and a half.
Yeah, end of May.
Okay, so wow. So both of you just get here and you're like, what did you expect when you walked in? You're like, did you expect it to be as nice as this was?
Well, I was here in February, so I came in February, and then obviously during my interview process, I was here a few times. But it's very similar to Barstool, only because I was a Barstool employee, so I can make the comparison and contrast.
Oh, you speak good.
I'll come back.
Compare and contrast what Barstool environment is like. So I love the.
Where was Barstool?
New York office.
So, you were in New York?
Yes.
Were you interning there?
I was an intern, yes.
Okay.
So I was a remote intern, but I could go into the office whenever I wanted. So I was an intern during...
So what are some of the similarities?
I would say the culture on how the office is with the bobblehead of Snoop Dogg, very unique things.
Right.
And niche things that
the knickknacks. Yeah,
connect to you. So with Barstool, they have a bunch of that around the office. So I felt like this was a very similar, Barstool isn't radio, but they're podcasting and they're into the new trends and sports. So I felt like it was a very similar environment.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun environment.
I feel like we're older here.
Yeah. What about you? When you came in, because you came from broadcasting school, Joe. Yeah. And you're like, hey, I guess we probably had an ad out. How do we get in touch with you?
So, you know Tim Nunn, who runs
scrap
Complete
the
Game?
bottom because I know they're like, you guys want to board up? And I'm like, yeah, it'd be great if we did
That's
a
exactly
radio
what
show.
they did. Because they had the ad out for however long. I think they still have that
Now,
ad
did
out.
you know, did you
But-
listen to 680 The Fan?
I knew of 680 The Fan.
Okay.
I didn't really listen to it. Like, I listened as a kid more. Like, definitely Domino.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, sick. They broadcast the Braves games.
Are you an intern or are you full time?
He's full-time.
Part-time.
Oh, part-time.
essentially, But
Part-time.
full-time, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Part-time is full-time on like production or like
Yeah.
we're the production side, so you got two different sides. You got the production and then you got
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, we're programming.
So I don't-
Programming and what's the other one? Salespeople.
sales, whatever.
I don't know what that
So
Sales.
Tim
You're part
Nunn
of that.
from Complete Game
digital.
Broadcasting
Oh, you're digital. You're
Yeah.
special.
I know.
You're corporate.
goes way back with our boss, Matt Edgar. And Matt Edgar was obviously asking around, seeing if there was anyone.
Oh, okay.
And
Gotcha.
Tim was like, do you want to come do this? And I was like, conservative radio show in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah. And I was like, perfect. Okay. Because I was working at Goldberg's and I was like,
You didn't care.
I didn't care.
You would have taken anything.
Yeah.
If they're like, hey, you're going to broadcast like monkeys on Segways driving around in video all day. You would
I
have
would have
been
been
like,
like, yeah,
When
totally.
did you
right?
graduate?
I dropped out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I did my certificate program with Complete Game Broadcasting. That was a year and a half ago I finished.
yeah.
Okay.
So, and then I was working at Goldberg's and doing other odd stuff. And I was like, this is the best opportunity to just hand it on to me on a platter. And I was like,
So-
these studios are so nice because the ones I learned on were shit.
It's
Can
a
I say
bad
shit?
thing, right? Yeah, you can. We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
It don't matter. So look, I'm honest. So he comes in here. I'm like, where did he go to school? Like 1967? Like he's looking at this board like he has no idea what it looks like. And then I
no.
realized you never worked on anything like that.
No, not at all.
And they just threw you like right to the wolves.
Completely and utterly. Yeah.
How overwhelmed were you? I remember.
Dude, I was so anxious. I would sit back here like shaking and I'd get in my car and I'd just like yell.
I bet.
Yeah. But tough it out.
It's a hard, it is hard
Because
to come
y'all
in
would
here.
yell at, like, not you specifically.
Yeah.
But Tug and Lowe's would, like, yell at me, and I'd be like,
That's because I told him to. I'd be like, yell at Joe.
but it made me better, so, like, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, you're getting better.
Yeah.
Flounder should be in charge of all of us.
Yeah.
Flounder's like,
He's cooking
Flounder
back
don't
there.
mess around.
He is cooking back there.
He doesn't mess around.
Cooking.
He's getting stuff done. You need to be more like Flounder.
No, I like to mess around. I'm a big mess arounder.
Flounder's a big mess arounder too.
You a big mess arounder, Flounder?
Focus, do your job.
He
See?
said focus, do your job. Not a mess arounder.
No, but you know what? He's getting ready for the Kimmer Show that comes on 3 to 6 here on
Great
Extra
show.
106.3, which is a great show. And when he gets on there, I mean, he brings all the life to that show. I mean, because he got two dead men in there with him. Oh my God, they're going to be so mad at me.
Zombies
I'm
walking
sorry.
around.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kimmer. We might end up doing this show every day. People like this.
What are the comments like?
She's stupid. You guys rock.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Let's go.
Who said
Yeah.
that?
I made that up.
Oh,
I
you're
said that.
so nice.
Well, Sophia said excellent name for the after show.
A show.
We just
Love
a
that.
show.
Love
We
that.
just call it a show.
A show.
I even made like this little neon
ASShow.
logo that kind of blinks, but I put the keyframes in the wrong spot, so it like blinks quick and then goes slow, and I forgot to like, but I don't care. It's cool. And so yeah, Joe and I came up with that. So again, you're listening to the after show. We're just having a little bit of fun here, and we're talking about behind the scenes stuff. And these two, brand new. Joe's been with us since June 5th of last year.
Was it June 5th?
Yeah, it was,
I thought it was.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it must have been. I've been here.
That's when the
over a
Kimmer
year.
Show started. Was June 5th.
I was here a little before the Kimmer Show, learning from Flounder. So
You like it here now?
I do. I love it.
You like working with the Braves and stuff?
I do. So I literally hadn't taken a vacation until like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Or last month.
Where'd
and
you go?
I went to North Carolina.
Oh.
But when I was leaving, I was so anxious, and I was like, Holloway better do this right. And I was making sure Holloway had everything right.
Okay, so now this
and was
is your
prepared.
baby.
It's my baby. The morning show is.
Oh, good.
And I'm like, I did not think that I would love our little show this much.
It's a really hard business. You
Yeah.
know, like I've been doing this for 30 years. Like 30 years I've been in radio, off and on. I took some time off and I move around because I'd be like, this sucks. This is a really hard, crappy job that doesn't pay well.
Yeah.
Because you're lucky, you know? Like, people are like, how many people have come up to you guys so far and asked you, like, what's going on? Like, okay, you're actually working. So when you tell people, like, oh, I work for the Braves radio, like, how do you say it, first of all? Like, if I'm like, hey, what do you do?
Like at a bar? Like if someone were to come up to me?
Yeah, like if I were to come up and be like, yo, girl, want a drink? What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I'd cover my drink.
Is that what boys do now? How do guys come up and approach you?
Well, like, I wouldn't say guys. I'm just saying if someone came up to me and approached me and asked me what I
Girls.
did.
Yeah, like
Guys.
a friend of a friend.
You're at a bar.
Hey, what do you do for work?
Okay, guys hit on you, yeah?
Like, I'm always out with my boyfriend, so not really. But when I'm
is
not.
he big and stuff, like Dwayne? Dwayne
No,
It
but
actually is Dwayne.
Yeah,
No, but
Dwayne the dog.
when I go
bouncer.
out with like girls, like a lot of people will be like, "What do you do for work and stuff?" And I say like, "I do social media for the radio station. That's a flagship of the Braves."
Okay, that's you lay it. Why don't you just say, yeah, I work for the Braves Radio Network?
Because I
Shorten
just well, I just feel like if I just say like flagship with the Braves and stuff,
Okay.
like people like get it. Because like for
So
example,
then what do they say to you after that? Like, oh, that's cool. What
oh
do
my
you do?
God, yeah, they'll be like, "What's the perks?"
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this. The bosses will kill me. Looking in the corner, he's not here. They tell you that because when you go, hey, man, and I'm telling you this for 30 years. This is why it was hard. You'd be like, hey, listen, I want to pay rent and eat food. And they're like, you're lucky to have a job here at the radio. You like being in radio, right? Remember that time you went to
Oh,
the
they
Braves
do.
game for free?
They hold it over your head.
I mean, I've been told that. Maybe not here.
Oh,
David,
okay.
now I'll tell you, David's awesome. David would never do that to us. But in other stations,
That's crazy.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
lucky to be in radio because everybody that comes up to you, the thought process is, number one, oh my God, you must make a ton of money working in radio.
I feel like no.
No,
I feel like no.
no,
No.
no. I literally
Right?
tell people I work in radio, and they go, "Oh, you're poor."
Okay, so is that younger people who tell you that or older?
Younger.
Because older people probably
Because
think
older
different.
people think.
What about you? What do you say?
I just say work for the radio station that works with the Braves. And then
Okay.
just leave it at that.
And what do they
Everybody's
say
like,
to
"Oh,
you?"
That's so cool, dude.
Say?
Yeah. I get like, Joe, your job is awesome,
Yeah, I get that. Too.
Yeah.
but you poor boy.
That's the, like, it's really funny because all my life, I was throwing T-shirts out at a beach. Like, it's not cool. I mean, but
It's pretty cool.
really cool.
It's super cool.
And girls, they'd be like, what do you do? And I'm like, yeah, I work for, this was when I was interning in New York. I'd be like, 95.5 WPLJ, New York. And they'd be like, ooh. When I was with Star 94, I'd be like, yeah, I work at Star 94. You know, we're Star 94. And the girls would be like, whoa. I had one girl who literally, it was so disgusting. We were doing a celebrity volleyball game. And I had a gray shirt on. And it's a Star 94 shirt. We're playing. I sweat so bad. This shirt is all like drenched. And the girl's like, I want your shirt. I'm like, ew. Wow. And I'm like, no.
You didn't give it to her?
Yeah, I gave it to her, but I was like, ew.
yeah.
Yeah. And she was cute. So I was like, ew, why would you? And she's like, please. And I go, no, it's sweaty. I'll go get you a dry one. So I walked over where we kept them in the promotions area and I brought it out. And she's like, no, I want yours.
That's insane.
And I was like, oh, so I changed shirts and put on the dry one and gave it to her. And she was like, held it. And you could see my sweat like going through her fingers.
Oh, God.
And I was like, ew. But that's what people thought. Like radio was so cool. They would take,
You're a celebrity.
yeah. And you're not. You're
You're a
not.
celebrity
I'm
in my heart.
nobody. Oh, well, that's nice. But it's not like
Yeah, it's not like
not
actual
what it was.
celebrity.
Right.
It's,
But it is fun, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part so far?
I've loved it.
What do you love about it?
It's just getting to know everybody. Like she said, it was kind of like Barstool. So like I've just seen Barstool videos, and like there's just so many personalities.
Yeah,
and
for
like
sure.
since I've been on both morning shows for like at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
like, I've gotten to know both everybody's personalities. So it's just like it's cool. It's fun.
It is cool. It is fun. I love it too for that reason. Like I love all the guys at 680 because I've known most of them for 30 years,
Yeah.
25, 30 years because they haven't really gone anywhere. Now you want to work in sports, front office, sports, you know, like Billy Bean and those kind of things. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
I would love. Dream job is general manager for an NBA team. So that's like
Okay.
high aspiration that probably won't happen. But front office management is kind of like what I'd love to do and pursue.
So you're
I
playing
guess.
now, right?
Yes.
Where are you at?
I'm at a small school north of Charlotte called Pfeiffer. I
Okay.
have 1 year left. and then after that, I gotta get a job somewhere. and
How's
decide
your
what to do.
team?
Last year we were just okay.
Just okay?
But we played 3 D1s, which was like super fun. So
okay.
I go to
That's
a
wild.
D3. I was at a D2, now at a D3, and played 3 D1s. It was a ton of fun. We played High Point, the Citadel, Campbell. So I mean, it was all right, but it was fun.
Andrew can dunk.
Yeah,
Can you really?
Like good dunks.
360.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
You got like a
The
highlight
double
film?
clutch.
I have some videos, little double clutch.
Good. Next
yeah.
Friday, that's what we're doing.
Hell yeah.
We're going to review his video and see if he's a good one. Bella, what did you want to do?
What did I
Was this
want?
what you wanted to do with social media?
Yeah, this is like where I wanted to like start my career. I could see myself either staying. It depends also too, just like very young. So it's like wherever the wave, you know.
But what was like, you want to do social media or do you want to be on air one day doing this?
I want to be on air. I think that's like my end goal through this. Like I love social media and I love doing that and making videos. But I think eventually my time where I would like it to lead would be on air.
Okay.
Either with radio or in TV. But I do not want to work in news.
Okay. See, that's usually the way it starts. Like, you'll take any job to get in, but
Yeah.
eventually. And I wonder, like, that's a generational thing.
I will not work in news. I mean, I'll try everything around it, in my personal opinion. But if it is news, I'd rather be a segment into like entertainment or sports reporting. But I do not want to work.
What about weather? You want to be that girl that's like, here's the
Everyone
storm front?
says that I have the look for weather, and I just am like, no,
No.
I'm not. Like, it's just not.
So you want to be like the pop culture person?
Yeah, I would love to do
Want
that.
to be on
Or
Entertainment
sports.
Tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't have the balls to like move to New York and like I'm not New York, Los Angeles, and kind of drop and do it that way. So I'm kind of just like playing out the field because I love entertainment, but I also love sports. So it's like I'm trying to figure out which route I want to like.
Okay, so
Good
you-
place to be then.
It is.
Yeah.
I wonder because, again, like, there's a almost 20-year difference between us. So for us, like, my thing was radio. Like, I wanted to be in radio. That was my form of entertainment. And it was rare because most kids wanted to be, when I wanted to be when I wanted to be a radio DJ, I was 9 years old. I knew it from the minute I get it. Those kids wanted to be astronauts, police officers. Some of them were like lawyer, doctor, and
Yeah,
some of
that-
them
Movie
did.
star.
I wouldn't care where I end up.
Do you think social media brought you to this? Like, everybody wants to
Yeah.
be an influencer, or everybody wants to, like, would an influencer be good enough for you?
Yes, I would like to be. I would like to do it. I just don't think it would be like in the Atlanta area in order to be an influencer. I feel like a lot of people are kind of starting like from New York, from New Jersey, from LA, like not really from Atlanta. So that's why I kind of want to stay with social media and sports right now and kind of see like where that develops because I like that could lead me into like a sideline reporting job. Regardless, like I just feel like sideline reporting and like reporting in sports isn't a lot of money unless you're at the top person anyway. So it's like I like am fine with whatever I get. Like obviously I need like enough money in my contract and salary to like live, but I would be like settled for like doing something I love if
Because
it
you
was-
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for not doing it that
Okay.
much.
Because the way I look at it, and we talk about it all the time on the Morning Extra right here on Extra 106.3. And again, thanks everybody for joining us. Oh, David Banco says very entertaining. I
Banco,
thought so too. Thank you.
what's up?
That's awesome. This is the ASShow show. And
ASShow.
The ASShow. ASShow show. A show.
A show.
How do you pronounce it now?
I have to go
ASShow?
do my job.
ASShow?
A show.
A show.
I think Bella's
you have to go.
leaving us.
You can go do your job.
I have to go do my job, but
Bye,
thanks for
Bella.
having me
All
on.
right, you go. Bye. Thank you. We're gonna bring you back on like every week, every Friday. We might be doing this every day between us and Kimmer. I don't know. Aaron will get mad at me. So you're gonna answer the question. He says you two need to answer this question now.
All right.
Because what did you want to do originally? Like growing
Originally?
up, like when you were young, what did you think you were gonna be?
When I was like in elementary school, I wanted to be a professional athlete. And
Okay.
then when I got
When
to
did you
middle
realize
school,
when you got
I
chubby?
wanted to be a movie star. And then when I got to high school, I wanted to be in some kind of working in sports or journalism, sports journalism.
Okay, so entertainment was in your background.
Yeah.
Okay, and yours
Because
is
I did
yours is
theater
just
for
sports.
forever.
Yeah, I mean, I just played sports all my life.
And you're
then
like, I
was
wanna stay in
Yeah,
this.
I'm like, I want to do something with this. And once I got to high school, I was like, okay, I'm really going to pursue it at the college level and then see what happens after that.
See, he's more balanced than you and her.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, it's not a bad thing, but he's focused. Like, I'm going to tell you right now,
Oh.
Andrew's going to be like, if he wants to be in the front, he's going to be in the front office. He will be
I hope
one
so.
day.
That's the goal.
You and me, we're where we need to be, entertainment. We're just like, we would take anything. He's going to, like, he's focused on the front office. She would do an influencer thing. Would you be an influencer?
No.
No.
I couldn't do it.
But
either.
where would you go from here? Like, if they were offer you something, where would you go?
Well, ideally, go to 680 and then work from there.
Do you want to be like
I want to be on TV, essentially.
Okay, like doing sports?
Doing sports on ESPN or calling play-by-play.
What if they just wanted you to host a dance show?
A dance show? No.
No?
No.
Now, let's say, because you did music theater,
Yeah.
what if they offered you like a music theater reality show?
Well, that's not really a thing. A music theater reality show?
It might be a thing.
It might be a
Let
thing.
me work on
No,
this.
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that?
No, I want to be in sports.
Okay, so you've narrowed it down and that's where you want to be?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're in the right spot then.
That's why I'm here.
I
And
wonder...
that's why I'm going and doing all that stuff on the Braves Radio Network. And
Because when I look out at the world, and I was bringing this up because at my age and Tug's age and Carlos, like, we get the social media, but the need for like her and other people now, and I think she's more focused because she obviously wanted to go this route, whether it was a TV, whether she
Yeah.
wants to be in there. She's kind of like on ours. You're like in the professional side. You're like on the bosses and the office people. But she would have settled for influencer. But we look at every kid when they're on TikTok trying to make that, or they're all doing everything for likes. Are we crazy to think that everybody just wants to forget about doing like the front office thing and doing like focusing on, I want to be a sports reporter. Like, I know I wanted to do radio.
yeah.
Like, I was going to do radio. There was I don't care about TV. I would do TV. If they asked me to do TV, I'm on TV. I love the YouTubing. I love YouTubing. I think it's so cool, and I know the kids love it. So the influencer thing is like really kind of, if they don't do influencing and get online, then what do they do?
No, I have
That's
I have
the
a couple
point.
friends that like they just want to pursue influencing stuff, and like there's a backup plan, which is I guess the job that they're doing. But
Yeah.
like again, it's a lot of people just like want to just full send influencer, and
thing
it's
about
like it's so
influencing-
niche to do it though.
It's niche and there's money in it, but it can so easily be lost and you fall out of favor or the trend stops.
For sure.
So you have a career trajectory that's much shorter and it burns hot and bright but short. I want a career that I can do for years and years and decades.
Yeah.
I want a career, like influencing's like
When
a
did
hobby
you come
job.
to that? Because you would did you want to be an influencer? Were
No.
you on YouTube or doing any of
No.
that younger?
No, I didn't want to do
Okay,
any
so
of
you
that.
always wanted to be there. But like you said, I think a lot of kids think, hey, I want to be an influencer. Like, I need this attention. It's very individual.
And
I need
was
this.
the most like attention needing kid, but I just didn't want it from the internet, if that makes sense, because it felt vapid.
Okay. Yeah, and see, you're like, that's why I like that you're like, yeah, this is where I'm going to be and I want to be and that. But, even with the influencers, so do those kids end up like taking off from studying to get to the next level, you think?
I mean, I think they try to, but I think it's like you have to be like the 1% of the 1% that like blows up and works.
Yeah.
and that's
But
why
they all think that
they all think
they're
they're
going to be that guy.
1%.
It's like podcasting.
yeah,
There's
like you
there's
have
a
to
million
be-
influencers,
right.
but there's a million podcasts, but only a handful are making real dough.
That's why I just do something you like and enjoy. Like, I've loved this radio stuff that I've done. So even if it's not like my end all be all goal, like I would totally do this. Like,
You would?
yeah.
I was gonna
even the
ask you
stuff-
that.
Totally.
Even the stuff he does, like I think it's awesome. Like learning from him and Matt, like it's like, oh, dude, I could like this is fun.
It is fun. Do you think it's kind of changed your perspective into what radio is, or even what a backup plan? Did this come into, hey, if I don't make it there, maybe I'll talk about sports management and sports on a specialty sports show or something?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, I want to stay in sports. It's like
Okay.
just something, whether it's like I don't even know. But like part of my job is with sports. And with this, I mean, we're talking about sports every day. I mean, even you guys will bring up the Braves every day.
Yeah.
So it's just like I want some part of my job to be sports stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I do a ton of like stuff on my own, like scouting or whatever, just for like, you know,
It's a hobby.
build my hobby,
I do the
write
same
my
thing.
resume, like for myself to see if I would be good at this. Like, upcoming NBA draft, like I'm doing an entire scouting report, like just for fun to see if I would make the right decision.
I did the
Yeah.
same
Whatever.
things.
So,
I do
yeah.
the same things.
Yeah. Do you think we're crazy for being old? Like, because growing up, we didn't have any of that. Like, we went to school and you're like, hey, you're going to go to school, and if you're too dumb to go to college, well, go to the Army or go to a trade school. Like, that's the way my grandfather was, my father. You know, my father went and played football at Washington, and he was at Bucknell, and he was smart. Like, he's way smarter than I am. And my brother and I were like, hey, we are into sports. We love playing sports. And originally, like when I grabbed my first microphone, I knew I wanted to be in radio, but I thought sports for sure, because all I did was walk around and do Jets, Giants, fake play-by-play and walk around with the radio on my microphone. And I really wanted to do sports, got into sports. And I love talking politics, always loved politics. And then they heard me and some of the guys I've worked with John Kincaid for 30 years. And John and we talked about politics all the time.
Buddies.
Yeah, Carlos as well. And they'd listen and they're like, hey, we got an idea and you're going there. I don't know if I always wanted to be here, which is weird doing politics, because Don Imus was my hero. I love Don Imus. And then when I really got into Neil Bortz after Imus, I was like, oh my God, I love Neil Bortz. And then Glenn Beck, and like all the people that I'm working with today, it's so strange
That's
that
crazy.
I'm here. You know?
That's awesome though. Like, I think it's cool to have a childhood like you want to do that your whole childhood, and it actually works out. I mean, I think it's awesome.
And I'm lucky, but that's so rare. Most people, like my family and other people that growing up, there was no influencers. If you wanted to be in TV, then you really knew that person wanted to be in TV or wanted to be in radio.
Yeah.
Right.
They didn't have like, I want to be an influencer, so I'll take a social media. There was no social media jobs. Like, that
Yeah,
wasn't
you
even a
can't
thought.
do it yourself.
Yeah.
The kind of deal.
And we were all like, hey,
I don't know. I don't think it's
I
crazy.
want to work in a factory.
Because it, you know, people want to do what they see, and they watch TikToks, and they see Instagrams, and they see Instagrams. They see and want to do what they see.
Yeah.
It's like, as a kid, I watched football all the time. So I wanted to be a football player. I watched the Patriots. I wanted to be the quarterback for the New England Patriots. I still can't believe Drake May took my job. It's bull.
Did you ever look in the mirror, though, and go,
As a kid, I did.
And
I
go,
mean,
"There's no way, like-"
as a small child,
I'm not trying to be offensive, but
no, I
Like,
didn't
you don't look
realize
like
how
you never-
short my parents were. My dad's
I was the
5'6",
same
my
way.
mom's like 5'1". I'm 5'8". It's not. It was never in the question.
I thought I would be a.
What?
You're overmodulating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Somebody said, I think I just heard Toby Keith whisper, I want to talk about me.
That was Flound. Want to talk about me?
I lost my train of thought when Flounder was yelling at you for being overmodulating.
Sorry, Flounder.
So
But
I was the same way. Like, I thought I'd be a
wanted to
hockey
see-
player. And I'm like 5'4", and then I can start playing. Like, and I was really good. And then I get to a high level, and I was still there at the high level. And then I looked around, I'm like, no, there's some guys who are going to be NHLers, and some of us who are going to be able to play through college and get out.
Yeah.
You know, and like
Oh.
I realized this 5'4"
Hey, look
guy.
who's here.
Who's here? The Kimmer's here.
Kimmer's here. Do you want to get him on?
I don't know if
Do you think
he'll
he'll
come on.
come?
See if he'll come on.
I doubt he will.
Tell him to come on.
If not, we got to end the show.
Let's go ahead and end the show.
All right.
No,
Hey.
but listen, this is the after show. We're going to do it every Friday. Usually it'll be from 10 to about 12. We're never going to go longer because Kimmer does need to get in here and work on his show, and we're going to allow him to do that. Hopefully he'll come in and join us every once in a while, but
That'd be
we
fun.
just want to have a lot of fun, and you're always welcome to join us. Don't forget to download the app. Make sure that you're listening every single day. Tell somebody about Extra 106.3. We're the only ones who's going to give you the truth, and we got great lineups. I mean, we got the Kimmer, we got Bortz, we got everybody that you want to hear from right here. And we're going to have fun with this every single week. So I appreciate everybody that's watching. We want to get these subscribers up. We want to get the support of the community. Extra 1063. Make sure you tell everybody. So for Joe, for Andrew, and for our friend Bella, and of course, in the background, Flounder, I'm Rhino. We'll see you guys soon, and we'll speak to you this weekend. We'll have the best of great shows, and then, of course, join us Monday live. Have a great day, and don't forget to tune in later today to the Kimmer 3 to 6 right here on Extra 1063.